I'm typing out the URL now, but it's very easy to tell when I got it right, because I have a very recognizable profile picture, oddly enough. Alright, for now it's just me. Serene will be here soon, TM. As she yells from the distance.
I'm alive.
I believe her. Hello, Hydrate. My voice is a little bit ratty this week. I don't know if it was directly related to the reading, but...
The Readageddon.
the Readageddon.
The Reckoning.
The Tales of Symphonia 2 diorama.
The Journal from Hell. In a fucking week.
Yep. I think a lot of it is just I have a sore throat in the winter.
Yeah.
Hopefully it kind of corrects itself.
Apparently you're alive.
Well, that's good.
You can manage your channel directly from your phone.
I can. That's what it tells me every time I go live. And often when you go live.
You could mess with my stream with your phone.
I could, yes. Where I feel... I mean, I could also mess with your stream from my laptop
That's
at work.
true, that's
I
true.
am logged in on that.
That's true.
I could mess with your stream any which way.
Hell yeah.
Easy enough.
Hi, Mr. Steelbound Dragon.
Alright,
Hi,
well...
buddy.
We're picking this.
Yeah,
but
we are.
This is good. This is good. This is
Finger's
good.
good,
This is
yeah,
good. Journeyman Armor is good. Jump Kick, Town Watchman, and Sirocco Elementalist are fine. But yeah, that's a Steelbound Dragon. Let's see if we can make firework with a large boy on top. Pyre Adept is fine. Affliction's good. Sky Snapper's good. Yeah, limited bombs. This is like one of the classic limited bombs, because this has been in since set 1. Yep, Empty Throne. So let's see. Affliction's good. Dark Wisp is fine. Sky Snapper's good. Combust is very good, but obviously 2-color.
Yeah. Just go
But I
straight.
could just go full Stone Scar.
Just go straight Stone Scar.
Aventrine.
Yeah, what is
Thank you.
card?
A fascinating question to ask.
Philosophers just don't know.
Indeed.
It's like, what is bird? It's unknowable.
Mm-hmm.
What is card?
I do feel like it's either like something on this diagonal axis, probably.
Combust.
This is obviously the
Go all in.
most
Go
aspirational
all in.
pick. And I feel
Go
like it's one of
hardcore.
these two.
Go.
So why not just like
Go.
find out if we can manage?
Ooh,
Well, we've been
Streets of
past the
Flame.
Streets of
Ah.
Flame and an Eviscerate and an Affliction, so that's a pretty good sign.
Jeez, you in
This
a
whole
rampage.
set right here is
Wow.
all good stuff. This archive curator is quite nice too.
Eviscerate or Streets of Flame.
I love Streets of Flame so
it's
much.
such a good card, yeah.
If Eviscerate cost 4 for a flat kill, I'd be probably all over it, but, I mean, even costing 5, it's like, hell yeah, it's just Streets of Flame is wacky good.
Yeah, Archive Curator is also good.
Archive Curator's also really good, but if I can force this Combust, then, we are in business. I think I'm gonna be able to force this. Oh lord. Wow. We're taking Ranger. Hair Trigger Pistol's really good too. Affliction's really good. Spirit Drain's actually fine and limited. Razor Quill's fine. This Token of Ambition's actually not the worst thing. Flamethang Charmer is fine, although I'd kind of want some of the Evangels as well. I think it's kind of down to like, do I want that Razor Quill, which is like alright and limited, but not amazing. Or do I want this Token of Ambition? Or the Flame. I think it's actually between the Flame Fang and the Token of Ambition. Flame Fang's fine as a 2. It's just not like the 2. I'd probably be like right. I'd be all about picking
I
this
feel like the
if it was
Token's
1.
a pretty decent pick.
Yeah. Make the deck run smoothly. Man.
Forge Wolf. Woo. Yeah, ornamental daggers, huh?
Daggers are quite good, as is Oni Samurai. Mining Team is also... Like, Mining Team is a perfectly good pick.
Do we lean into maybe Justice for time?
I feel like it would be time if we do, because I've passed up quite a few very good time cards in my quest for this Stone Scar deck.
We have, yeah.
There was a Towering Terrazon earlier that I didn't even really remark on, so I might just grab the daggers and see what happens. Bannerman's really helpful for all that. I want a Hair Trigger Pistol, but I think Bannerman might just, like...
Fixing and
make this deck work, and yeah, we only have 2 units right now. Like, Hair Trigger Pistol's really, really good. But I think we might see another pistol before we see a Bannerman. None of these are all that useful.
We just take a tour, right? The off chance we go with Justice. Wow, yeah.
These picks have been kind of all over the place,
yeah,
huh?
they really have. It's probably just another Taurine, huh? Oh,
Hot Blood Barbarian's
Hot
actually
Blood's
very good. Displaced Erictodon's fine. Spellstrike Sorceress is fine.
Skyfire, Hellkite, Blood Wolf, Bane Wolf, Showman, Marsh Dragon.
Yeesh, there is... I like almost all of this. The Skyfire Hellkite is maybe not the first pick here because we have the Steelbound on top. Like, it's really good, but these two do fill the same slot, and there's only so many of those you want. Good threes are really good. This card, this card's amazing. Like, legitimately, I have been shocked how good this card is. You drop it early in the game and it's like a decent flyer. You drop it late in the game and it's a complete wall that also heals you up to stop you from getting run down.
Yep.
Blood Wolf is also just absolutely fantastic, though. Like, it is possible you just take this Token of Ambition and take, like, these cards as a sign.
Yeah.
The daggers and the Erictodon are good, but having 2 test pilots sort of just fall into our laps is
pretty
definitely
solid.
a pretty good idea.
What are we thinking? Blood Wolf, Marsh Dragon, Bane Wolf?
I think it's between the Blood Wolf and the Marsh Dragon here. I do think Bane Wolf is similar to the Steelbound.
You don't have either 3 or 5, because I don't know.
Exactly.
We're not really keeping Spellstrike, I would think.
Well, I mean, if we do end up playing Justice, I'd probably keep it.
Potentially, yeah.
But it could also end up getting cut.
Yeah. I feel like we're pretty heavy in fire.
Yeah.
Bound.
Yep. But yeah, like, I think the big thing is both of these are really fantastic cards.
Really very good cards.
I think when I see that, I normally take the lower one. It's also worth noting the Gaudy Showman's pretty good too, but I think these two are both where we want to be at, particularly if we have the Steelbound on top.
Yep.
But yeah, like, normally I'd kind of snap pick the lower one when I'm this close on these, on 2 cards, the lower cost one. But God, I do feel like Marsh Dragon is really, really good at just stabilizing. This is a tough one. I also sort of feel like we have a higher chance of seeing another Blood Wolf.
Potentially.
But I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
It's so tough. I really just hope that Shadow and Fire are open in this, because that would be great. Wow, okay.
There's
so
Mistrust.
Like, Mistrust is quite good. Sunset Priest is quite good. Acclaimed Artisan is quite good. And it is technically in our colors. I mean, honestly, even Elaz's Choice is pretty good for being a plague it costs 2. This is an interesting one.
Grab a Mistrust.
Yeah, it's sort of like, if I pick either of these cards, I'm definitely going hard in the 3-color fun stuff. Sunset Priest is kind of the safe choice, but these two are definitely
much
better.
I like Mistrust. I like Unkindness and Mistrust a lot as cards.
They're definitely quite strong. Acclaimed Artisan, I will say the Mastery 4 on Acclaimed Artisan is kind of ridiculous, because, like,
good.
A 2/3 for 2 is fine. A 2/3 for 2 that also makes a 2/3 weapon is ridiculous. So they're both pretty good.
Oh, Evangel, yep.
Yep.
100%.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that fucker. That guy's a weirdo, but yeah, it's definitely... We're definitely gonna high pick fixing here.
Yes. Ooh,
Bane
boy,
Wolf,
that
Blood
is...
Wolf,
oh,
Evangel, Acclaimed Artisan,
oh my god,
Ghost
every
Blood,
single one of
Outcast.
these. Every
Oh,
single
fuck.
one of these.
They're all so good.
I want, like, I would play every one of these cards in this deck.
Fuck yeah, I would.
Wow.
Shit.
This is actually quite tough.
I wonder if Shadow is gonna end up our sort
Splash.
of splash.
Definitely possible, given that it does seem like Rakano's a bit more open in these packs.
Evangel is the safest.
Evangel's
And
definitely
it's a
the
really good
safest
pick.
pick, and it does make, like, 3-color bullshit, you know, a lot
Work,
realer.
Yeah.
Um,
God, we would love those wolves and that artisan and that ghost.
I think Outcast might be the strongest overall. Maybe. This is a really tough one. I'm debating it. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops right now. 0 3s. I think these two are probably out, because if I wanted to, I'll take this. It's mostly a question of, like, do I feel that these things can get me some real bullshit? God, that's tough.
I wonder if it's just the Evangel.
I know,
because
just to
we're
make the deck a
$3.
bit safer.
Rough.
I think I think I might go between these two if we do think that this is going to be the splash. And like right now, it looks like a pretty safe splash. We've got 3 shadow cards, and they're all absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
It is this sort of like, I think the deck wants this, but I also think the deck, like, that I have a chance of seeing a Kodosh Evangel again.
Yeah,
I will never see another Ghostblade Outcast.
Yeah, let's take the Ghostblade. Let's do it.
That's a really tough call, though.
Yeah, let's run with it.
Crown
God,
Queller or Faceless
reality
one?
breaker.
I think Faceless one is too bad, but probably a decent idea to keep my removal options open. Sultan Paladin's good. Cinder Dragon's actually pretty good. And my 2s are pretty okay right now, given that we're only in the second pack, so I might just take that Cinder Dragon. Haha! I was correct.
Hell yeah! Woo!
I think this deck would be happy to have a Storm of Feathers,
Yeah,
but
Evangel.
it's
Ooh.
much more likely.
Archer
Oh, wow.
Insignia. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's happening over a Bane Wolf. I am glad I grabbed that Cinder Dragon now, if I'm
Yep.
gonna not be grabbing that Bane Wolf.
Living Mountain.
Living Mountain's
Living Mountain.
pretty fucking good.
Living Mountain. Ooh.
That is a
yeah,
late
that's the
acclaimed artisan.
Yep.
I like it.
Grabbing it.
Dan Strong's probably not in this
Strong.
deck. There's another Evangel there.
There's a Bane Wolf.
Funeral
Funeral
Pyre, which is Alchemical Blast with a Decimate for a second Alchemical Blast. Which I don't hate.
Yeah, We don't have much of my spells at the minute.
Yeah.
Definitely not having 2 Crowd Quellers in this deck.
Yep. Yeah, as things are, I think it's the Evangel or the Pyre here.
Yeah, grab the Pyre.
And I think given that we're at 14 units, we're actually kind of safe.
We've actually got a decent amount of fixing in this deck with the Bannerman.
Yeah.
God, there's another Evangel. Harmony of Flame.
Yeah, what is this? Oh, any +1 power is probably not that great. Yeah.
2 units. You're just... Yeah, okay.
That's a Trixie card. That's a non-draft card.
Ooh, Warburg Shoni. Voprex is... sacrifices a unit of their choice.
Yeah, this is a Voprex thing.
That's bad. Ooh, Blood of Makar.
Yeah, Blood of Makar is quite good. Warboshoni's pretty good. We only have 1 3-drop, so Gaudy Showman's obviously pretty good. I do like Blood of Makar quite a lot.
Blood of Makar
it finishes games
it does.
really well.
It just, you get that out and people are like, ah, fuck.
Suddenly your clock gets so much faster, it's disgusting. Fervent Siphoner is fine.
Yeah, Exalted, 1, 2, plus 1 if you've
As
started.
opposed to a third Crowd Queller.
Yeah.
Or a Razor Wire Totemite.
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, only
Desperate
Stalwart.
Gambit's good, but I think it might be Oni
Yeah,
Stalwart
we don't have
and
any
also
threes.
over a second Mistrust.
We don't have any. We have a Spell Strike Sorcerer.
We're also Injustice, which has a higher
Yes.
chance of hitting other good spells, so I think filling our hole at 3.
Yeah, I can see that Voprex are being played with your hard aggro, but yeah, because they.
I don't think Breath of Voprex will be bad in this deck, but I do think that
Ooh,
Inflict
Smoke
Conscience
Living
for
Matter,
some.
Inflict Conscience.
Wow. Smoke Dancer would actually be pretty okay in this deck with
Yeah.
with the entire top end being dragons. I am very full on 2s right now though.
Yeah, no, I fear. The thing is, we have really top-ended dragons, so she becomes a 4/4 for 2 at 5 power.
It's any 4/4 is good.
I mean, very solid,
but
but yeah, you kind of like her with some lower cost dragons.
yeah. I think this might be Inflict Conscience since we're like
Yeah.
at 16 units, and I think I'd play pretty much all of them pretty happily.
Yeah, all of those. Yeah.
In pack 3 here. And like the Living Mountain's really good, and I definitely want to give that a look, but I think
We
Inflict
have one
Conscience
already,
is
and
such good
Inflict Conscience
removal.
is really good removal. It's such fucking Edict. It's such fucking annoying removal.
Edict is also removal.
Yep.
There's that Sunset Priest at 3,
There's
although it
another
is in
Evangel.
shadow, and there is the Shavka Evangel, which helps with Steelbound Dragon. Feel like it might still be the Edict,
I like the Edict. It's not the most amazing Edict, but
but honestly, 5 damage makes it more or less hard removal in draft.
yep.
And 1 damage on its own, like having
A
a
ping.
2-cost
Ping's nice,
ping
yeah.
is actually pretty okay.
And it can't be blocked by Aegis as well.
Yep.
Ooh,
Man,
Warhorn.
a Warhorn, a Showman, or another Living Mountain.
Ooh,
I
God.
want all of these.
No. I do feel like we don't have any weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And the Warhorn is a very
It's
nice
sort of like we don't
weapon.
really have any weapons, and we don't really have great, a perfect set of 3s. So they do
Yeah,
both
yeah.
fill holes. Again, I feel awful passing up a 3rd Living Mountain.
Know.
But these 2 definitely fill bigger holes in our repertoire.
I like Warhorn.
I think I might go Warhorn here. It's maybe a touch greedy, but I do think we've got an entire pack to pick up units.
Ah, shit.
Ooh, boy.
Dramatic Exit is hilarious.
Dramatic Exit, like, might actually be a really good card. I'm not totally sure.
With it giving Exalted,
Yeah, like, you pass that buff on.
yeah.
Obviously, it has to survive.
Yep.
This is either Artisan or Dramatic Exit. They're both quite strong.
Does it? If it dies, it gives, right?
Oh, true. Yeah.
So whether they
whether they block it or take
not,
the damage,
like you're
yeah.
getting like stats
Plus
and something
4
else,
and whatever the unit stats are.
I do feel like Dramatic Exit is fucking ridiculous, actually.
It's pretty hilarious.
I think it's kind of. I think Exalted is one of those things that's kind of undervalued a lot. Ooh, there's a Living Mountain.
For God's
We're taking
sake.
It. We're taking it now.
Fine, I'll finally take a Living Mountain. God.
Woo! Woo!
Ah, my favorite
That
unraveling
fucker, I
fanatic.
hate that guy. Crooked Alley Guide's a good.
Crooked Alley Guide's a very good card. A lot of it's going to come down to exactly what this Shadow Splash looks like. We've obviously got that Seed of Vengeance.
Seed of Vengeance is nice,
Fall Short is
yeah.
nice.
Wanted poster.
So right now we've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of fixing. With the Bannerman. We also have, and this will be all the Evangels we get, 1
Yeah,
Kodosh
1,
and 1 Sovka.
Maybe that seat.
This is a tough one. Like, Alley Guide would be such an easy pick if
If it were
Shadow
Shadow.
was my main was one of my main colors.
Yes.
It is so good, and it might still be the pick because it is so good. Seat kind of just makes me feel good about every Shadow that I play.
Yeah,
And my Shadows are honestly pretty strong.
Really,
And of course,
really
fall
good.
short is really good, but I do think I'm actually sitting
Oh yeah, we have a good removal.
fairly
scheme.
pretty with removal right now.
And inflict conscience, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the seat. True insignia. Okay, we got another combust. Fall short.
This is
Mr.
interesting.
Horn grinder.
Huru
Test
Fledgling
points.
is pretty okay, although I think that my top end is actually just set at this point. Like, some more 4s would be fine, but
Yeah, we really want some 3s. Can we get
3s
some
are basically where we want to be at right now. So I could have a second combust, I could have a fall short, just to put my removal literally all over the place. I think this format is fairly heavy on battle skills.
Yeah.
Though obviously Combust is sort of like, who do you want to hit with Combust?
Sure, I mean, we do have some ways to make, like, kind of token. With our Warhorn making grunts.
That is
and
true, yeah.
the Mistral.
It's also just like, God, removing their best unit is often worth removing your worst unit.
Yeah.
It's really just a question of if I want 2 of them.
I do see Combust being more useful than Fall Short. But yeah, we can always sacrifice, like, an Evangel or a Bannerman, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing too exciting
No,
here. Might grab
probably
the
just-
Flame Fang
yeah.
Charmer, or possibly the Razor Quill just to fill a hole at 4.
Ooh, War Painter.
Hello, War Painter, yeah.
See, wow, we've been given so many.
I think I kind of have to take the War Painter
we
here,
absolutely
despite the
are.
fact
But
that
yeah,
I want
look
both
at-
of those.
Look at that. So much. Gotten
This
so
token
much
would actually
good-
be really good.
Yeah, we've gotten so many in our own color, but we do already have so many in our
Oh,
own color.
beautiful.
Oh my god, another one.
Now Tane I can get
Ooh,
into.
only samurai. Yep.
Yep, pretty okay with that.
Gracolite.
Hello. Gracolite's really
Ooh,
good. Oh,
Bright Mace
wow.
Paladin.
Bright
Oh,
Mace
Minotaur
Paladin, her
Grunt.
Minotaur Grunt.
Ah.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops. They're all pretty good. Like, I might get rid of Siphoner, but
See,
Siphoner's also
Fair,
fine.
I guess we don't have that many ways
1,
to set
2,
off Bright
3,
Mace Paladin.
4. Yeah, like we've got the Ghostblade Outcast, although that's a little redundant. We've got War Cries, we've got the Acclaimed
We
Artisan.
do have some
like,
Exalted.
the Exalteds are really the
Sure.
big way to do it. Our 3s right now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, so they're suddenly looking a lot better.
Yeah.
This is really tough because I love Minotaur Grunts so much.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hard choice. They're both very.
They're
good
both
units.
absolutely fantastic. Bucket. Mining team, not the worst thing. Mining team, not the worst thing. Mining team, not the worst thing. Alright. Do you know that mining team is not the worst thing?
That's fine.
I don't know if you just saw me pick 3 in a row.
Yeah. Do you know? 3 mining teams. That was the hole in our deck, right?
That it was. Alright.
Okay, this is a deck.
Okay. Grandfather's Axe is a pretty easy cut. The second Crowd Queller for sure. I might even cut the first one, but we'll see. As far as removal goes,
yeah, Breath of Vortex. Goodbye.
Voprex
I
is
like
gone,
all
so
of that,
2,
though.
3, 4, 5 pieces of removal. So I'm sort of like, how necessary even is like I got 2 damage here. I could also do 2 damage, or 1 or 5 damage, or 2 damage, or 3 damage, or just fucking kill it outright. So that seems fine. So yeah, this is fine. And I have an Inflict Conscience here too.
How much power do we want in this deck? 17, 18?
Oh boy. Probably at least 17, which means that we are gonna have some wacky cuts from these 25 fucking units I have. Alright. Obviously these 4s are a place. I don't know if I cut all the mining teams, but 2 of them are pretty easy. Spellstrike Sorceress is probably okay to cut. It leaves us with 3 3s, but that's not the worst thing, I don't think. Razor Quill or Mining Team. Or both. That is actually an option. Don't really see what Mining Team is doing for this deck, given that we have 2002s. I do have 4 power here, which is helpful. I don't have too many more cuts to make. Razor Quill helps us get over, but if I was gonna cut one card 5 or over, would it be any of them?
Yeah.
Like, God, they're all so good.
I know.
If I was gonna cut one card 2 or under, what would it even be?
Oh shit.
God, they're all kind of fantastic. Like, maybe the Siphoner for being a bit weak on the play. The Exalted's really good, though. Like, anything you can put that... There are a ton of things that would love its weapon from Exalted.
Yeah.
But maybe all of my other 2 drops are just better.
I think it is possibly the weakest.
Yeah, it's got us at 18 power, and like this deck might want to play 18 power just because Steelbound, like this 5s and 6s are all fantastic.
Yeah.
But maybe I do cut one thing. We've got 8, 9, 10 sources, technically 11 sources of fire, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sources of justice, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sources.
Or double.
Yeah, so...
Leave angles don't count.
Steelbound Dragon eventually. Is that it?
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Just Steelbound Dragon.
Alrighty.
I'm not... As long as I get the 1, I'm actually kind of set. So that might be the power base for this deck. The question then is... Do I cut a final card here? Or do I just wuss out and play a 46 card deck as usual? Because I just love all my children too much.
I know.
Like it's sort of like I feel like it would probably be the Oni Samurai if I was gonna make one last cut, but I really like just trying to get down on the ground with that.
Yeah, sure.
Like if I'm going first, Oni Samurai is so good, and I do think this deck has the potential to just jump down people's throats. Should be mentioned, Acclaimed Artisan actually hits a bunch of cards in this deck.
Yeah, we didn't
the
have
Oni
any
Samurai,
before, but yeah.
The Shavka Evangel, didn't even know that one. The Gracklite, Stalwart is a really good one. It's like not too bad, and of course anything created by the Warhorn.
Yeah, true. Right,
Samurai is also a card that I feel fine combusting.
Yes, 100%. And anything Exalted, like that Ghostblade Outcast.
Yeah.
Killing that, lumping its life gain or something else. Yes, please. Less so, no. Not ideal, but
it is playable. Like I think things where I can play all of the cards,
colors,
like all if I have all 3 colors and I have something to do on like the first 3 turns, like
yeah.
War Painter actually is pretty good for helping you stabilize.
Yep. We have cards just sort of slow them down if need be.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Oh jeez, let's go.
Woo!
Woo!
We are playing Winchest.
Woohoo!
I feel like this deck should have a pretty good time with Influence, because it's got very few doubles and it has a fuck ton of fixing. Like, if we don't have double fire by 7 and Steelbound Dragon is in our deck, I can't feel bad about that. Yeah, this is... Like, I don't have a play on 2, but the Ghostblade Outcast, and then the War Painter. As long as they don't manage to kill this on the start, I can live with it.
We'll see how it goes.
Yep. Like, missing the 2's a bit awkward, but we do get all of the... all of our influence.
Yeah, all the ones we need apart from, yeah, that, second.
Mm-hmm. Really, as soon as this goes down, like, as soon as the War Painter goes down, if this survives, I'm pretty happy. Or if they're forced to burn a silence on the Ghostblade Outcast, that would be fine, too. The Blood of Makar going down is actually kind of really big. Ah, they're gonna Lightning Strike. Yeah, I should
probably
have.
put a unit down first.
Okay, good to know they have Lightning Strike. Oh. But yes, that was a misplay on my part. I guess they don't have Lightning Strike, though. They have something else that would do that would proc there.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, that's scary.
Yep. I think I'll attack all in here to just get Blood of Makar going. I mean, now I've got like a 4/5 lifesteal.
Yeah?
I've got your back.
Ooh.
Alright.
Ouch.
Oh, I like this.
Gee, that 3/3 is a fucker.
Indeed.
You have Living Mountain.
Yeah, and that makes it big enough that it even lives, doesn't it? If they wanted to double block, because yeah, it's 6 attack.
Yeah.
They've got 1 up, so it's possible that this just gets me completely exploded, but I don't think I have a choice.
Nope. We do have the,
Like, if they have
second
Finest
flame.
Hour, then that's just life.
Yep.
Ah. Fair enough.
Alright.
That is what they had. Woof.
Oh, woof.
I'm not sure I would have played it on that, if I'm being honest. Would love to draw some gas.
Xulta will be
Nope.
cleansed.
This
Gas
is a
not
really good
allowed.
combust target, at least.
I pledge my loyalty.
General Yeti, holy fuck!
Holy shit!
Gosh watches over us.
Thank you!
Thank you, and also holy shit!
Or means my hand slipped a whole lot whoops.
Yeah, it sure did!
Jesus.
I'll say you're working, Razzie. We sometimes slip up. I know I certainly do. We try our best to say for opponents. Transform it
That's
into
fine.
Total Might and stun it. Well, we have Dramatic Exit. We could put that on our Evangel. I don't know if it's helpful.
A fascinating question.
And then put it on the Bannerman.
I mean, I could also put it on the Living Mountain,
Oh, and should then
which would at least
transfer-
free up the stats, although I'm not sure how useful that is currently.
8/4 onto the lifesteal is probably a fucking amazing blocker.
That is fair.
Oh, what you got?
God, they have another fucking stat
What
spell.
have you got?
And of course, we still have like the Bannerman and
Hi,
hypothetically
General.
the
Scored
Totemite.
great. Thank you so much.
Oh my god!
Oh my
stop!
god! Alright, well, we're killing their 3/3.
No,
And
that
we're,
part's
we're
easy
dying
enough.
horribly, but it's fine.
I'm legitimately impressed
This is a stun deck.
at how many stuns they have. All right, well that is actually pretty helpful.
Yup.
This is exactly why I wanted Marsh Dragon. Yeah, stun Tribal up in here. Yeah, the Marsh Dragon also threatens to end the game with the Blood of Makarop.
Yeah, and once our 10-6 is unstunned,
Yeah.
them attacking in is super fucking dangerous for them.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not gonna...
I'm even of the mind that I probably just swing in with the 10-6, get the life gain, and let them, like, trade out what they want.
Sure.
3, 2, 1. Boop. Shocked that they have a fast spell.
Absolutely shocked.
Just in awe. Hell yeah. Yeah, like I get
You get 10 health back.
10 health
you
back,
will
and
kill
a
the...
2-for-1 trade basically guaranteed.
Well, you're basically guaranteed the 3-6 only. I think other than that...
Unless they, like, if they have, like a Finest Hour type fast spell or something, then I get that and their 3-2, which I'm fine with. Like, yeah, their 3-6 is annoying as shit.
Well, they probably
but...
only block with their...
Well, I mean, if they have a stat trick, they block with the 3-2 and then play Finest Hour on it or whatever.
Yeah, so you don't get the 3-6.
Yeah, but I think I'm probably okay with that with the Marsh Top Dragon in the air. Like, I'm getting 10 health out of this. And 2 cards.
I'm not... I just don't know. I feel like... I don't know. It's your point. I feel like blocking their 3-6 only is super strong.
I suppose.
You can attack in if you...
Meet my
I mean, I think they're both reasonable plays.
I seek answer.
Like, if I didn't have the Blood of Makar on, I would absolutely be swinging in with the 10-6 for sure to try to end it. But given that they kind of have to have an answer for my 5-5 and counting, that just stopping them from attacking is pretty much fine as well.
Yeah.
I do think that is either a draw strength or a
It's
Finest
definitely
Hour, because it's
something,
1 cost.
Ooh.
Where's Rent Seeker again? I always fucking forget. Ah, yes. Useless is what it is. Here, just letting that go. Probably just inflict conscience on this, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is 9-5. There is nothing they could possibly put in the air that would stop it. It's just hard removal.
Yep.
I will say, all the cards that we were like, I don't know if I want to draft that, but god, that's really good, have basically been really good in this. Like, we got the Blood of Makar here, we've got the Marsh Top Dragon.
Ooh.
That's pretty dangerous. Oof, that might actually win them the game.
Yeah, damn, we should have attacked in. My fault.
No, it's alright. I mean, I think those are both reasonable lines of play. They just got... How do you draft that much stun?
We can ping them out of the air. I don't know if it's safe.
Yeah.
Eat steel.
Oh god, what a good fucking pull.
Yeah, well, yeah, that Yeti definitely fucked us.
Yep. It's a ridiculously high draft pick.
Yep. Thanks, Yami.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we knew. Honestly, that's good enough that even had I traded that off a few turns back, I might still have ended up losing there. That's a tough one. Like, I think both lines of play had the potential to win the game there. I don't
With it
think...
being a stun deck attacking in, probably.
Yeah, potentially. That's alright. Frankly, they had played so many stuns on us that it's like, they gotta be out of them by now, right?
No, never out.
You couldn't have drafted nothing but stuns. I wouldn't worry too much about that game.
I just knew that they had that draw strength to make them trade a 10-6 for a 3-2, you know?
Yeah. It would at least have gotten it out of their hand, but those are the kinds of decisions that, you know, like, you do have to weigh, am I gonna give up what is straight up my best unit?
They would have been able to attack in with their 3-6 every turn, so we probably still we
it's a really tough call. Getting the 10 health might have helped us to stabilize,
but with that stun, I think we were doomed. Being stunned until it unshifted, I think they were gonna get an extra 10 damage across that line.
Let's just forget about it.
But yes, let's go. We only have to, but...
Honestly, it's actually okay as long as they can't remove this, like, quickly enough.
We'll see.
We fight to survive.
Like, we have removal, we have a really good card at 4. We've got all our influence.
Yep.
They didn't play something on 2.
No, which is good for us.
They didn't play something on 3.
Which is good for us.
Which is alright for us, I guess.
You're getting +1/+1 and lifesteal on a turret test pilot. Seems alright.
It's okay.
Okay.
Jesus.
They have a lot of high cost shit in their hands, huh? Which is terrifying. Well, put the...
Yeah, sorry, my brain.
I know, you always attack before you put your unit down, but with Exalted, it's, yeah.
Correct.
I mean, they didn't have anything the last few times, and they're not in, like, lightning strike colors, but...
But yes, it is important to keep in mind.
Do we want to play Mistrust, or...
I'm going to Funeral Pyre that before it becomes a problem.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just a question of, do I play this Minotaur Grunt, or do I twist the test pilot? I'm also going to attack in with both of these, and if they take the trade, I'm happy to have that.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's mostly just a question of, like, did I get used to it?
Good.
Granted, they're like, their plays have been so weak on the ground that part of me does want to just be like, I might be able to sneak this in.
Yeah, fair.
And I can always twist him later. It'd be like 1 more damage or the chance to play the Minotaur Grunt. I think that's a reasonable way to look at that. Yeah, I was like, there's no way they take that.
Nope.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye. Blood Beetle.
Blood. Alright.
Fair enough.
That does handle that.
Oh,
that though.
Fucking nasty though. I mean, they're definitely gonna kill like our grunt.
Yeah.
Which is fine because we can just. It's awkward the plays, but yeah.
All plays are awkward, unfortunately.
And we definitely have to, it'll do more damage to them killing it, which is nice. Oh.
They have a removal then.
They must do, yeah.
Downfall? Ah.
Conscience?
There's an interesting question. If I want to do 6 damage to their face. Ah. Or if I want to, like, eat this with the Marsh Dragon. Probably with the Mistrust. Like, I just play down the Mistrust and throw out the Minotaur.
Yeah, I think so.
Have a 12 damage swing and a Warcry go off. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then when they play the Longtail Cavalry, I'll be able to like combust Endor Marsh Dragon.
Yep. Play a unit, motherfucker.
We dare you. And I definitely want the Marsh Dragon to eat.
Because we get 2, so we can eat 1 and then eat 1.
Yep. Wow.
Wow.
Love it.
Alright. Well, now I'm not sure what we do.
Cowards. I mean, honestly, just keep playing threats for them to try to answer. Like, this is honestly even better because when they are forced to play something down, they've basically, like, I can combust the thing out of the way, Marsh Dragon, slam them in the face.
Wow. That's fair enough.
Jesus.
Well, we get the 2 cards whether we
No matter
or
what,
not.
yeah.
So I feel like we do the 6 damage. What do you feel like?
Yeah, getting
Once
them down to
again,
6 is really good.
I feel like, yeah, and then we have, as soon as they play a unit,
Yeah, exactly.
we get 2. So...
And God, playing down the Marsh Dragon is just so fucking risky, and I hate it.
yeah.
Eventually, you are going to have to play a unit, though.
Yeah.
I just hate all the cards they have in their hand.
No,
Like, they
I
might
know,
be able to
yeah.
handle this, despite this life lead, if they can kill the Marsh Dragon and the Mistrust that we've got.
Breathe deep. Xulta will be cleansed.
Oh, that's nice.
On the other hand, probably just attack in with both here and then play the Cinder Dragon, right? And then combust whatever their next thing is. You know, I'll get a 1-for-1 trade.
Yep.
I'll have a 5/2 threatening lethal and a Cinder Dragon in the air.
Yep.
And like, if I pull a fast spell out of their hand, that's kind of even better. Christ! They are still down to 3 health.
But they're down 3 health and we have 2 flying units.
And a combust in hand.
Yeah.
There's a lot that needs to go right for them.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of cards.
They do have
It
a lot of
should be
cards,
mentioned.
Yeah.
Wow, they almost pulled this out. Yeah, they're getting that.
But we're about to kill it.
Unfortunately for them.
Yeah. They have no power.
Now, I probably should have played the Ranger and done that, but yeah, they were at 0 power, so everything is totally fine. As for the question about playing Eternal and playing Draft, playing Gauntlet and Forge is a really good way to kind of just start to understand the rules of the game.
I like Gauntlet.
Learn what cards there are, because, like, a huge part of the game is just having understanding of what all the cards are.
There is a tutorial.
There's also a tutorial, yes, that they used to force you to play through when you made a new account. The tutorial's good for, like, base level knowledge. I feel like Gauntlet's pretty good for learning, like, what exists right now.
Gauntlet is free as well.
Yes, it does help.
The puzzles also very good, but I feel like the puzzles aren't...
Sort of when you already understand the game decently, they can
Yeah.
be pretty confusing when you're just starting.
Yeah, there's a lot of interactions that you won't have experienced.
The next thing, like, if you want a low buy-in, obviously playing ranked against other people will teach you what the good decks are, and be a very practical course in what,
There's also that practice mode now.
True. But basically, like, playing against people is good to just see, like, because the AI will make certain
Oh, the AI does,
very obvious
does dumb
mistakes.
shit, yeah.
And once you learn to play against the AI, there's kind of a cap to the skills that you can get out of it. Schwansgott Rambach. That is a name. Phew, boy.
No.
Oh, this is
It's
so close to
but
being
no.
amazing. If this was a fire sigil, I'd probably
Yeah.
keep this and then
Yeah.
let whatever fire sigils I pulled
Yep.
go, but the only playable in this hand is Kodaksha
yeah.
Vangel, which is so sad.
Yeah.
Even if this had 3 power in the 2 test pilots, I would keep it.
Yep.
There's like so many almosts in this hand, but yeah, it's gotta go.
Not ideal,
God.
but we are fine.
But yes, it will have everything.
Once we get Batterman.
I hate missing
yeah,
turn 1,
I know,
particularly
I hate it
him.
too. We do have a chance to draw. We're on the
True.
draw.
They did go down 1 as well. Beyond that, yeah, watching streamers is really good. Well, at least we have all of our influence.
Yep, once we got the Batterman down.
Because people, you know, obviously I feel like we explain ourselves pretty well. But in general, watching someone good play and kind of talk about why they're making the decisions that they're making is a really good way to pick the game up yourself.
I pledge my loyalty.
From there, a lot of it is just kind of getting your hands dirty. Like, the reason that I'm decent at draft is because A, I played Hearthstone for years and a lot of the concepts carry over.
That's a stalwart, right?
Yeah, I think so. God, the fact that they haven't played anything makes me want to try the Samurai, but there's no way that ever gets an attack in. At least as things is. Stalwart's really good development. And yeah, it would be like the Samurai and the Ghost Blade, and like putting it on the 2/2 doesn't feel great. Honestly, even putting it on the Samurai wouldn't feel great because you get a 2/3.
I feel like, yeah, having her out is good shit.
But yeah, and like it's terrifying.
That
Alright.
is scary.
I am gonna need to find one of my hard
Combusts.
fucking removals for this. Yeah.
Berserker musts.
Basically my combusts.
Alright, well, we
probably
can...
just all attack.
Yeah.
And then play down my 1 drops.
Yes,
Do that or like
absolutely.
hold the Streets of Flame for something,
I
but
don't... Nah.
I'd rather build the board. There's literally nothing I
Block
can do.
the 2/2.
Just block the
You get a
2/2.
0 tag.
I cannot add 8 attack
Oh,
onto
Inflict
my 2/2.
Conscience as well.
Inflict Conscience would be really good, yes, because that would basically just end the threat.
Glory in battle.
We fight to survive.
A lot of it will also come down to what
Can
activators
you
they have.
Streets of Flame your own unit?
Yes.
We're not going to, but we can. And that's to an
yes,
enemy.
like
So
this is
Funeral
an
Pass
enemy,
to an
but
enemy.
this is to
Just deal
anything.
3 damage, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean the big thing about card games is there are really distinct phases. Oh, that's so good.
Ooh, you fucker.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, thank God.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, well, we kill it and we put... We sacrifice our 1/1 lifesteal, put it on our 1/4.
Yep, and then everything just goes fucking wild. I would also be able to like put it on this to attack in with it. Both are quite good. If I could pip her directly into getting the stat bonuses, I would absolutely do that for sure. As is, like, it's a fairly tough question. I think this is more of a value play overall. Yeah, like a 2/5 is a really strong stat line, and it threatens to get bigger.
Yep.
So I think that is fine. Woo! Have I mentioned combust? It
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty good, actually.
You might as well. Would love to pull some power. Got 2 cards stuck in my hand that
Yes,
do nothing.
yes. Yes, you'll find that the big draft streamers explain their thoughts. I have been in a couple of card streams where they just play their cards without explaining, and I would probably be able to follow along now. But before we started streaming, you know, almost certainly not.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to see if I can catch him slipping here.
What are you feeling?
By A spacing, and then if they block the Samurai or the Bannerman with the 2/4, killing it, then they don't even get the exile from the Arden Convent.
Yeah?
Like, it's all... This is sort of like, there's a good way for them to play this. I don't think they're going to choose it.
The good way is not blocking with the 2/4.
Yes, the good way is just block with the 1/1 because I'm obviously up to some bullshit.
Yeah, you block with the 1/1. You want that to die.
All right then.
I guess you don't.
Yes.
Yes, please. And now she healed.
Oh, I like this.
I like this. So
do
next turn we've got the
we-
dragon and the
yes.
living mountain, both good options.
It
The
depends on
dragon
what they
ends
play.
up with 4, right? Or 3 health. Okay, he does. All right, I gotta make sure that I remember that does count the number. So
Yes,
he
yes.
gets 4 health though, because he starts with the 1.
Yeah, it sort of makes sure of what. I mean, I got a leg up on playing by watching him play and talking to him all the time.
Being able to talk with a streamer is actually a really big part of it.
Yup.
I may attack in again and see if I can get a cheeky funeral pyre, but maybe I just want to play out the marsh dragon. Probably just want to play the marsh dragon. I mean, I probably play this. I attack in with the stalwart first and then kind of see what they do.
They give up their 1/1 this time, right?
Yeah, and I mean, the big thing about card games that I've been trying to say, but also been like derailed by this, by actually having to play the videos game, is that there are a lot of meta concepts to card games that like carry over to a lot of them. There's a lot of kind of game under the game sort of things, if that makes any sense. Yeah, the big thing about this is this just gives me a credible threat to continue to try to end the game in the air.
And we can put our living mountain down next turn, and your 3/5 doesn't block our 4/7 anymore.
Yep. Also, if they twist it even once, it's not a blocker anymore.
Yeah.
They twist it 3 times. Beautiful.
Oh boy.
I'm so sorry, friend.
Oh no. I do like Eternal.
I might just play out the War Painter here. Like, it's a 2/5.
I
They
mean,
have 0 right
They
now.
can't block your 4.
And they
have
can't
no
block
power.
the 4/7. Yeah, like, that's all. It's the sort of thing I do want to be careful about being too tricksy with it, because getting rid of that might just end the game, but they're kind of low on cards right now. Plus, if I let that stay alive, they might pip it up to a 7/1 and spend even more of their power next turn. It's like if they put a weapon on it, it's kind of dangerous, but what are you going to do, twist it more? And if they were to like play something weird on it, I'd be able to Funeral Pyre under that if they somehow had a 0-cost fast spell.
Yep.
Strength be with you.
That'd do. But yeah, the big thing about it is that concepts like tempo and control and card advantage are super, super important and also kind of difficult to really understand until you've got a lot of reps yourself. But they also kind of have to be reps like that are useful, if that makes sense.
Okay, well, we can put Overwhelm on, make her a 6/9, and then they can only kill her by double.
Yeah. I might do that. I mean, I don't actually care about it attacking in all that much because we have a ridiculous amount of
Yeah.
health.
Well, we have the ping for the 6/2,
Yeah.
so we kill their 7/6. We're still attacking in with our 3/4 in the air.
Yep.
We've got a shit ton of health. They decide they want to kill it.
Yeah, it's sort of like it has to make itself not a blocker if it wants to get that unblockable.
Nope.
And even then, it's a 6-turn clock, even at 7 unblockable, which is hilarious. Yeah, you kind of have to. God, if I had the power up for Funeral Pyre, this would be the most disrespectful thing.
It would be.
I do love that their colors are completely opposite.
But if they twist that again, we kill it with the Edict.
Yep.
Yeah, we kill their,
Yep. The only other thing in our deck that kills it is our second combust, so, like, we kind of have to. But yeah, basically next turn I likely end up pushing that out of the way.
Aww.
That's totally fine.
Yeah, play down 3 Grenadin.
Yeah, fuck me up.
That'll fuck us up.
Fresh from the battlefield.
Black market.
Alright. They're gonna pull something they'll be able to use next turn.
We can decimate and kill both of those. It
Oh,
doesn't
Lord.
get us the
I
win.
think I do that, though,
but-
because we still have a 3-4 in the air when we do that.
Yeah.
That actually probably just breaks their back. Because that puts us within 1 turn of lethal.
Yeah.
They're also thinking about this really hard, which means they don't have a good answer in the market.
Yep. But yeah, I play a lot of Gauntlet off stream, and I enjoy it. Well, you have no power, which is, it doesn't mean they can block us, but
Yep. But yeah, decimating the Funeral Pyre. They'll miss out on the 4 damage, and we won't have lethal next turn, but they'll have no board.
yeah.
There are so many things that they have to do here.
We can actually kill their Creditons.
It's true. And I might even do that, honestly. Because
the
they're
extra
just going to
4
keep
damage?
putting
Yeah.
more Grenadins down. Like, the
Yeah.
4-4 is never
They
hitting
have
face
2
here.
Grenadins in their hand and a market card.
1 Grenadin in hand because they traded one of their Grenadins.
Only
to the
traded
market.
1, yes, of course.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, they absolutely did. You're right.
But it is probably worth it this turn to guarantee the 4 damage. And have lethal next turn in the air.
Well, lethal.
So many things have to
any
go right
one
for
of
them
our
here.
units gets
They need
through
to
their deck.
they need to kill the 3-4 and also put down 2 blockers.
I can put down a Grenadin.
They can put down a Grenadin. If they were in Primal, they could stun 2 things and put down a Grenadin to just draw out the pain.
Well, that went pretty well.
Whew!
I'm glad I was like, oh yeah, we did have a ping for that little fucker down there.
Yep.
Hi, Edict. Yeah, we have a lot of damage.
Edict is possibly one of the best. Like, that particular Edict is probably either the best or second best Edict. Like,
Really? I think the silence and or kill is
Silence is probably the best one, yeah.
Shit.
God, like Warhorn and War Painter, like a 3/6
Yeah.
that is also buffing everything and making Oni that it also buffs into 3/2s.
Yeah.
I need to pull like a power, but if I'm not pulling a power, I'm probably pulling a 2-drop,
Yeah, fair.
which would also be acceptable.
Hmm.
Surf Wizard. So we might just get blown up if they're in fire.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Fire buddies.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, the one thing I would say is, like, if you like draft in particular, like me, sometimes things can be a bit hard. Well, we did get the power. Hopefully we don't just get run over.
Well, next turn we can put down an effective blocker to that. At
Yes.
least.
Yeah, it's mostly down to, like, what their follow-ups are here.
Yeah.
Shavka
Makes
inspires.
sense. Oh, 1 turn too late.
Strength be with you.
Or perhaps 1 turn too early.
I was just about to say, perhaps 1 turn too early.
If they attack in with the 2/1, I probably don't block here. Because they definitely have a thing.
Xulta will be cleansed.
Okay, so they do have a lot of damage on
Oh,
the
we have our
board.
living mountains now as well.
That is good.
Yeah, you win draft by putting good cards in your deck. 100%.
Basically. So unfortunately they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
6 damage on the board.
Yeah.
I could potentially like play the Warhorn and then also play a Living Mountain the next turn, but that feels a little ballsy. Playing the Evangel doesn't feel great, but it might still be the play, if only because like if they can kill this off with the Warhorn on it, the game's just over.
It might get them attacking.
Yeah.
Kodash watches over us.
I also don't think it's an awful play,
No.
as these things go.
Ooh.
Fascinating question. They do have power up.
Yes.
What I might do is like Living Mountain on him and attack in
Just a 2-for-1.
to empty the board out a little, or just get 4 free health and a 4/4. Yeah, you definitely start to figure out that like decks have plans of stuff they want to do. You also like, this is different for different games, but you do find like what you want your deck to look like. Also, if I pull a fast spell out of this, I'm super happy. Oh, I'm totally good with that too. That's actually great.
Alright. You have Funeral Pyre for that.
Yep. Like, I kind of know that I want a certain number of 3-drops, a certain number of 2-drops.
Yeah, we just...
Do I care?
In a little bit.
Not really. I mean, I could trade, but I still have the Funeral Pyre for it. And, like, I'm very full on. I'm above max health, or starting health, so, like, go ahead, I guess. Especially because they don't really have any other follow-up for that.
The question is, do we Horn? Oh shit! I was gonna say on our 4/4,
I know.
but I think it's now on the tour.
I was so ready to throw down that Warhorn and attack in there and put them in an awkward situation, but suddenly...
Yeah, I think it's now gonna go on that Torai test pilot.
Yeah, if nothing else, he draws, like, removal like a fucking magnet.
3 Skycrag Wyverks and a dramatic exit. That's disgusting.
Jesus.
That's gross. What are you doing? That's not allowed. That's illegal.
That's terrifying.
That's card crimes. Normally that would be a good blocker.
Yeah, normally.
Not gonna be.
No. Question here is if I attack in with the 4/4 as well and kind of try to, like, clean out their board a little bit. I honestly might.
Actually, we do.
I think pressing the pace here, especially because they only have 2 cards in hand, is pretty good. And yeah, I can play another 4/4 down. So if I can encourage them to not board stall with 1-for-1 trades, that's actually really good for me. This should get me a 3/2 Oni as well, because if they block that 4/4, it is they who are the chump.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'd take that trade all day, any day.
Down it goes.
Question here is, how good is their hard removal?
Yep.
Ooh, I like
Choose
that.
your side.
That's so ballsy. Beautiful.
Hey.
All right. Ah, they didn't even take anything, which I guess makes sense. They're gonna try to kill me, basically. Their plan is for me to die. It's an interesting question if I play the Cinder Dragon or just attack in with it. Like if I block with the Cinder Dragon to just take out their aerial blocker. Okay, that does make life a bit easier.
Well, do we now Living Mountain R 5/4
Yeah, that's probably not the worst thing to do.
and go fucking ham on it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if we can use that 2 to get in for lethal. I think it's 13 is 2.
We're close. We actually have 3
we're
damage in
close.
hand with the Hot Blood Barbarian's Temper as well. So I don't know if we get lethal this turn, but we might be able to like sneak it in, especially with this.
I feel like we
going
don't need to
down.
worry too much. I
Yeah,
think,
exactly.
like, we attack him with our 4/6 or
No, I'm kind of okay having that as a blocker here.
we attack him with our 3/2 Oni, right? No, it just
no,
dies to the
because it
4/4.
dies to the 4/4. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I feel like that's fine.
It's the sort of thing, like, I could convert this to damage, and that might not be the worst thing. Odds are next turn, though, I attack in with both of them and then hit him with a Funeral Pyre to kill him.
Yeah, I feel like we can Funeral Pyre, get the 3/2 out of the way, and then they're just fucked on 6.
Yep.
And we potentially
There
have
we
some
go.
sort of lethal there,
Yeah.
but, like, that would take way too much mass.
Honestly, I don't think we had the power to make a lethal or the...
No, I
the-
don't think so.
Yeah, like, the power to make a lethal
I think at
happen there.
13, they were just
Yeah.
slightly too high health.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's also like going back to the topic that I keep getting pulled away from. I'm keeping this. This has so many good things in it. To the topic I keep getting away from, like drafting a deck versus playing a draft deck are actually 2 totally different skills, and you need to develop both of them to be good at
Just
draft.
don't look down.
Nice turn
That
one play for
is
them.
very awkward for us, yes. Doesn't matter what we pick here.
Nope. Yeah, that blocks our left, right. Oh shit.
Well, at least if they offer that to us, we take it.
Yep.
You look lost.
At least this is coming out.
Yeah.
It's about the only good thing I've got going right now.
Yeah. No more power, please.
But yes, this is all the power we could ever need. Thanks. I'm fine. Like, if they have metal or something that's annoying, but at least I get a metal out of their hand. That's definitely what they have here.
Alright.
Alright, what's your 4-drop then? Nothing. Interesting.
Okay, well, we put the Tauride down and we can put
And
a
then
weapon
next turn
on
we
it.
put a weapon on him. And then they have to answer that. And then they have to answer a 4/4 dragon.
To the stars.
Oh, I like that. If this card costs 2, that'd be great.
Have you heard the good word?
Ah. Neat, I guess. Ah, God, I don't know if I like... Yeah, it's risk. Yeah, and they have to do a thing.
Jesus, no more power, please.
Your sword, gentlemen.
System.
I'm thinking I do, and then just play a game of, I think I can go faster than you can. I'm not sure I can go faster than they can,
We'll
but there's
see.
only one way to find out.
Yeah. Oh, we take. Yeah, we.
Oh yeah, I will happily take whatever spell is in their hand for that. Like, and yeah, it's like, it's a 4/4. That's fine. What are you gonna do? Play another cult recruiter? That would be pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Guess not. Alright, well, suddenly this
Scary.
clock is definitely getting faster.
Yep. Oh, bye.
That does help. Question is, do we get used to this? So we have
You
a-
can save it for next turn.
Yeah, so that's 8, puts him down to 9, and then that threatens lethal next turn, and yeah, keeps him at 3 health for now. And we also have this to potentially get across the line, or block any flyers they
Can
might
it
have.
go to a enemy face?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, an enemy as opposed to an enemy unit. This is gonna be close.
This is close.
Fascinating. Alright, I will get used to this. They will probably teleport him away if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean...
I could also just do the funeral pyre.
Yeah, you can also just attack in...
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, I'm not going to tell you that's the game, but that is 100% the game. We just lost. That's not strictly true.
Yeah,
I do at least get to kill off the tremor.
No, it's already dead. It's
yeah,
got
true.
inflict conscience on it.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah, we are at 16, they're at 9, and they are losing everything big.
Alright. I mean, I think we're okay. We put the grunt down. And then the thing is, like, if they block with their 0-3, we kill it.
Yeah.
And then we decimate and do damage.
Yep.
We're not in a great position.
But we do have a 7/7 flyer in our deck that for some reason has not shown up at all. Alright.
Well, actually, we, I don't know what we funeral fire,
Yeah, at this point I'll just double funeral. I'll just kill both of those this turn probably.
Yeah.
And then attack in because... What were you
get
going to
war
suggest?
cries. Oh, I was just wondering if you attack in and then blow them up. Or if it doesn't matter.
Don't think it makes too much of a difference. Yeah, my brain was at the time thinking that their worm was going to survive.
Yeah, when it had inflict
So the
conscience
fact that we
on it.
had way better stuff definitely helped. Gotta say, Funeral
war
Pyre
cries,
has been doing
baby.
work.
I pledge
Yes.
my loyalty.
Primal, baby. Woo!
A wood, the only counterplay
Yeah,
to that is
they're-
that one
yes,
dude
that
who,
one
when you get
dude,
influence,
Yes, 100%, yes.
it's so dumb and pointless, but...
But yes.
Not every weapon needs a blade.
That's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Kodash watches over
I'm
us.
definitely big. I will absolutely take the block on that. God, the speed with which they did that, though. I don't think I have a choice, though.
Nope.
Okay, good. This is gonna come down to which one of us draws more gas.
It's them.
Business.
You've got a choice to make.
Ah!
Fuck.
God damn it! Alright, we can
Damn
still
it.
win this with the Steelbound Dragon. The big thing is here that, like, this is not a set of colors that has much to do with the Steelbound Dragon.
Yeah.
We run these streets. We run these streets.
Yeah. Alright, so that's 15 damage.
I think we kind of have to kill their 5-1, right? Because they can kill it and twist it onto something. I don't know.
It's really tough. I mean, he stays a 5/1. This would at least go down.
Yeah. I think we have to. I don't think we can.
Unfortunately, yeah. If this next one's power, then you know we had a good run. Or, this would be amazing with another
do we
unit.
hold for another turn?
I'm debating it. I mean, they don't have much. They are top decking. I'm gonna have to do that
Throw your
eventually.
power just in case it's like a 3 costume.
Yeah, true.
We're both top decking like crazy.
That's pretty good.
All right. Yeah. Fast.
It is fast, yes. It also scouts.
I hate
is
to
the
do
most
it on
important
a
part.
2-1, but yeah, I feel like we kill that 2-1. We scout. We eat that, right?
Yep. We'll gain a fuck ton of health for this.
Strength be with you.
Is really the big thing here.
Yes, absolutely. And a unit in the air, you know.
A 9 health unit in the air.
Oof, nice.
For real though, Marsh Dragon?
Marsh Dragon.
It's fucked. What a card. Who printed this?
Nice stone fragment.
Fascinating. They live another turn. 2 more turns even.
Let's see what you got.
If they find another silence, things get quite bad. Although honestly, like they have a hard time killing this.
Oh,
They
they're
can do it
debating-
now.
Oh, they're debating that. Living Mountain! I was just about to say the card that wins this is Living Mountain, and then we fucking drew him! I was literally about
Living
to say
Mountain,
him.
number 2. What a hero.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Oh, what a draft this has been.
This sure has been a draft.
This format is terrifying.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Could you grab me a water as well?
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't have any beer in the house. I
I
drank it
know.
all with playing Fire Emblem Fates. If I'd gotten a different bus, I would have probably picked up a 6-pack, but won't say no to grabbing the Red Hop. Sadly, unplayable in many ways. Beautiful.
Good start, man.
I could kiss you for that.
There's always a way.
Very good start for them. If we were on the play, this hand would be just absolutely incredible.
I can see it.
We're not, but there's a lot of ways you can find things to do with a Lethrai Ranger, with a stranger in the Alps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That should hopefully slow down their turn 2. Unless they have a Blood Beetle in their hand, which they might. Nope. Okay, so they are a 3-colored deck because their Argenport insignia is depleted. Good to be aware of.
Yes, indeed.
You look lost.
They look lost. Play something with 1 health. Color number 3.
Bleed them dry.
That's actually fine. That's even.
Oh yeah, you attack
Like
him.
they're. Oh man, if they can't even block with that right now. So that's fun.
Can't they?
Well, they could, but they wouldn't be able
Oh.
to put it on the alley guide.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you attack him.
Ho ho ho! Now I have a 4/4. I might throw away the Bannerman for a Temper here. I think Temper's probably better than Bannerman now that I have all of my influence.
Sure.
Eat steel.
Plus, I'm buffing Marshtop Dragon.
We fight to survive.
You think we need to do that first?
Yep. Was also thinking that because I wasn't really thinking about it. Icon.
That we're streaming.
Oh, neat. Hi, Mom.
Yes, I think that's what it means.
I could believe
Don't
it.
go in unarmed.
Oh yeah.
That is utterly fair.
Bold play.
I could attack with the Nightblade. I'm not sure it's the most reasonable thing to do.
Again, it's whether you attack or defend with it
Yeah,
to kill it.
yeah.
It's a weird play.
Or even just temper it for funsies.
Mm-hmm.
cleansed.
Yeah, we're gonna get in trouble. Not a great card, but that Exalted is definitely a problem.
Yep. Debating, like, living mountaining the Lethrai Ranger, which would force them to, like, trade 2 things if they wanted.
Yeah, it'd be both Exalted, and then they'd put it on the crew side.
Yeah. We do have a lot of silly blockers, at least.
Yeah.
It would be very ballsy.
It would, it would.
I will certainly say that.
I mean, we gotta go for the win, right? Not attacking him with anything else? I feel like you're 3-2s.
Yeah, it probably would have been a decent play to kind of force them to do a bit more. A flyer would be nice.
Yep, we have a few of those.
They do exist, as far as I'm aware.
No, just power.
Just power. I'm going to show them that I do in fact have another power in my hand. God, they have 6 power, which just terrifies me. I'm debating just fucking attacking in with all of this stuff. But God, the 6 power is scary.
Yeah.
I'm sort of like, do I attack with the 4/4s and the 3/2s?
Interesting question. Yeah, Marsh Dragon would definitely be ideal right about now.
Marsh Dragon would be amazing. I think I might, like, I know I'm gonna get blown up for this, but it should still at least trade with the board.
Sure, yeah.
I think you're right that I definitely should have attacked him with those 3/2s last turn, and that might potentially cost me the game. We'll see.
Kill a 3-2 with that 2-2.
It's an interesting question, though, because they kind of do want to play... Yeah, they're going to play on the 2-2 here. To just get the Exalted Chain going. Ah. Well, now I got trouble.
I mean, they did blow that on a token unit you got for free. I guess 2 of them.
At this point, we're kind of combust or bust.
I feel like a flying unit. To be fair,
That's...
yeah, 9-5 Overwhelm is,
certainly scary.
Nope.
Yeah, they might just get us with the sheer amount of shit that they got there.
Yeah. God, are they good?
Alright.
Okay.
Probably not. I imagine they just picked a
Random.
thingy, yeah.
Oh well, we just
They're
sit again.
cowards.
Yeah, they're cowards. We have never seen our fucking dragons.
I know, we do have a 7/7.
We have a fucking big boy, and we haven't seen him yet. Yeah, we're owed.
And honestly, that's totally fine. Like, yeah, it gets bigger, but kind of just banking on drawing a unit.
We're not being better, like, doing it with the 1/1 with the temper.
True.
And if you can now that you've...
My fault. That was dumb.
Oh, gee. Well, we were not gonna win that.
It did not
anyway.
matter, yes.
We flooded.
Oh well, was bound to happen. They also drew
They
like,
had a lot,
amazingly
a lot
well.
of removal, and we drew fuck off.
They drew fantastically that game.
I miss a break sometimes. Sometimes you draw like ass.
Eh. Can't feel too bad. This deck has actually been drawing really well. I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not like absolutely amazing, but it has all my influence. It's got a test pilot, and these are pretty good 2-drops.
Yeah.
Should set us up for success.
Use our fire. That took fire. Hi.
That's really good.
We've seen him a few times, but we
He's
haven't.
showed up. The
we
mo-
haven't
the
seen our
7/7
7/7.
has not
Our
existed
first
ever.
pick boy.
Honestly, I'm not sure I'd love to have the deck that our opponent had there.
Xulta inspires us.
Like, I have to imagine their deck does not draw super nicely a lot of the time. Yeah, I probably do just play out a Sigil to keep Funeral Pyre up. Question is if I Decimate here, and I might with the 3 power in my hand. Like, I know it slows down Cinder Dragon, but both of these are things I kind of need dead.
Do you do it now and just attack him?
Yeah, I think so. This is a bit risky, but I think stopping them is worth not, you know, like taking a little longer to get to play this guy. Not much reason to...
That jingle.
It's so good. Alright, I have been paid off. Like, it does slow my test pilot down, and that's important, but they also missed their turn, so, like, whatever. That's totally fine.
Kodash watches over us.
Losing is just fine. Ooh, they found their second color.
Yeah, and I mean, the biggest thing about an online card game is that by default, every match you play is a small sample size.
Xulta is my muse.
Most they didn't put too much stock in the test pilot once they had the
1/4 in the
perfect
air.
blocker for it. Oh, and that's even better now.
Glory in battle.
They do have something that plays at end
I
of turn.
do.
I'm not sure what. I'd love for them to just not have any units. That would be great.
Yeah?
That's fine, because I'd rather it be on that than the test pilot.
Oh, especially now.
Ooh, boy.
God, does that go in like one of our 2/2s on the ground? Like,
I'm debating putting it on him and
Xulta?
going in for 8.
yeah.
I kind of feel like I want to
2
do that.
grunts, yeah.
If they lightning strike him, I'm very sad, but if they don't lightning strike him,
No grunts?
Especially when we have the Cinder Dragon coming. But yeah, like when you play one game against someone, ooh, that's pretty good on their part. You're kind of by default getting a small sample size.
Do we sacrifice one on the grunts we throw down?
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
March!
Yeah, no. I was wondering if twisting would get us lethal, but not quite. 1, 3. Throw down our other grunt. Call it a day.
March!
March.
The overwhelming power of Warhorn. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there was no coming back from that.
Yep.
That was a steamroll.
Yep. We pulled pretty much everything we needed to when we needed to, and I was completely correct in my thought that the decimating there, despite the fact that it did mean we never got to play the Cinder Dragon, basically won us the game. That's actually why Decimate is such an interesting mechanic, because, like, you really do have to be able to decide, like, is it more valuable for me to get whatever this kicker effect is, or to, like, right now and then just win the game off of that, or will the power that I'm not getting off of this screw me hard enough that it's just not worth it, you know? Decimate is a really cool mechanic. Honestly, Direwolf has kind of been knocking it out of the park with so many of these mechanics that they've put out.
Yep.
Like, all the last sets have had mechanics where in draft, specifically, I am like, oh, I love that. That's amazing. That's great. And yeah, that was sort of the upside of that. They had 2 units out that I was able to kill with 1 card. They didn't get to play like any other units that match. Like, once I got that down to it and could just start swinging in with Reckless Abandon, they were just never able to recover. And you know, that's the big thing about card games. You have to recognize that sometimes your opponent is going to draw a hand that, like, could beat you, but if you just kill just the right card, it will fall apart completely, you know? For us, killing those 2 units basically stopped every other play that they could have had, where if we had let those 2 stay alive for the chance to play a 4/4 in the air eventually, they might have been able to use that to stabilize and claw it back from us. Obviously, with a different hand, things could be different, and you can only project so far.
No.
Not the greatest. Has all of our
quite.
influence.
Not quite. I mean, that's nice, but yeah, not...
Now, Tane,
Yeah,
I can get into.
That I'm good with. Absolutely. Our boy!
I know. He's finally here.
here.
Performing for you.
We're gonna have to get that shadow probably. We can put that question off for a
It's an
couple
interesting
turns,
question, yeah, but I think I am playing Samurai into Acclaimed Artisan here.
He is the only card that needs 2 fire.
Yes,
And
in the
there we
entire
go.
deck.
There we go, a reason for a shadow. Yeah, finally, darn it, yeah, and there's a Steelbound in this deck. He exists, he's here.
It was the first pick.
He's performing.
This is the
you.
first time he's been in our hand. I don't think I've even mulliganed him away. Did you not play something with 2 health? Although actually, feel free to play something with 2 health now that I think about it. Yeah, the only real problem of this Token of Ambition is actually that it doesn't let us play the Stalwart on 3.
Shavka is my muse.
I am totally fine with this trade. Like, get a War Cry, remove their 2-drop with my 1-drop. Mwah. That's premium Rice-A-Roni right there. I know, there's no way we ever get to play the Steelbound Dragon. Guaranteed. I want this to be a sigil so bad, which is why there's just no way.
You can feel them beneath the stone.
Hey.
No need to rush playing the Stalwart here. Doesn't really get any effect because he doesn't have Exalted yet, if they have like a Temper or something.
Put her down.
Let's see what you've got.
2-4.
Yep.
Terrifying.
This card is the sort of thing where there's like so much text on it that's a little bit marginal, but altogether it just turns into a unit that is ridiculous. Like a 2-3 for 2, totally fine. A Mastery 4 Exalted, probably worth it. Depends on the stats. On a 2-3, it's pretty good. Your other Oni have +1 in Rakano. Actually kind of busted. This is an interesting question now. I might attack in because if they kill her, he gets his mastery. If they kill him, she almost has her mastery. It's a 1-for-1 trade either way.
Yeah.
It's an interesting question, and I really wish I had something easy to combust, but I don't want to do that to either of them.
Yep.
Mastery also presents a lot of interesting questions.
And it does, yeah.
Yeah, like
attacking
I
with
do
both.
kind of like attacking with both. If they choose to kill him, she goes back to a 1-4, but she's still a really credible blocker like that. You definitely kill my 2-3 here, by the way. An interesting question what I kill here. Probably this, because it represents a bit more like risk. Like this is scary when they're running you down and you're low on health. When I have a bunch of 4 health units out, I'd rather go with this.
At least kept that 2,
Yes.
so, yep. 2 turns away.
Yeah, that all technically happens simultaneously. I've got to combust for the next actual threat they play. I'll need a unit to play it with, because there's zero chance that I'm combusting either of these fuckers.
Nope. Not unless their threat is a 7-cost Bane Wolf or something, you know?
Yep. Fascinating.
I mean, you can do that, but now...
Like, if they attack in, I absolutely take whatever
course.
trade they want, but,
Well, they can't be because
yeah,
they don't have
true.
any power, so...
Oh, no, that is sexy as hell.
That's a combust. Not on that.
Not
but
on that,
That
but
is a combust target.
that is the combust target.
Alright, Shadow. We throw it down.
We fight to survive.
Booster test pilot?
Yeah. No reason not to, and I might as well just get that damage
Combust
going.
slow.
Yes.
Yes.
If Combust was fast, it would be one of the best cards in the game. 1 cost, fast spell, hard removal.
Yeah, definitely wait until they throw something down that isn't
Yes.
B1 Blizzard we don't care about.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's a very good thing to get a honk, too.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty fucking value honk. That's like getting a honk on your ornamental daggers.
We put that on the test pilot or on the only Star Wars?
My guess would be the test pilot, but I'm not sure. That's fine. They could hit my face with that if they want, but then it dies. They can't kill the test pilot.
Thanks.
I'm legit like I don't know which. Probably the test pilot. Like this is less good, but I feel like oh god, this is tough.
Both are good options.
They're both really good options. This basically guarantees she gets in even if they play a 2-drop. And I might go with that. Like, and then she gets absolutely gigantic when the mastery goes off. And even if they manage to kill her, I still have a test pilot in the air. And I'm 2 power away from having a Steelbound Dragon in the air.
Let's go!
Yeah, like that was basically the reason that I did that, because this pretty much guarantees she gets in too. I think we get used to this.
Have to get used to this.
One more power.
Oh, I like this.
Don't turn it into a 1 cost. There's enough pings or 1 health. There's enough pings in that.
Yeah.
That would be problematic.
Var's favor is in this format.
Var's favor does exist in this format. As does Hot Blood Barbarian and its temper. Generally speaking, you almost never twist a test pilot or most things to 1 health, but test pilot in particular. That's a pretty good card. Just throwing that out there. I mean, they do still have a pretty big hill to climb.
Yeah, we're still winning this race.
Yeah, like they get the 6 of damage this turn, but that's it.
Power or a unit?
Power would be by far the best thing to draw here, but
Oh, that'll do, pig. That'll do.
frankly, I'm okay with that too. Still haven't found a combust target. I will eat the 3-1 with this. If they trade with some other thing, then that's a lot of card advantage. Okay. They're doing pretty good here. They've run out of burst damage, though. I would have twisted him unless you're gonna play this.
You get used to it.
I could get used to this. Was worth asking if I wanted to twist
Disguise.
him. Nah, I'll just block that, and if they kill it, then they've lost their only source of actual damage here.
Yep. I hate when people do that.
I know, it's gonna be so funny when we don't even get to play the Steelbound Dragon here.
I know.
The actual funniest shit in the
I
world.
know. He's right here. Our boy. He's here performing for us.
I do in fact know the words.
Have to get used to this.
Hilariously, if I had twisted last turn...
We can still twist again and win.
Alright.
Have to get used to this.
Our boy!
Look, it's proof that he's in the deck.
He's in the deck. He is there. He is there. We have seen him. He is here. He is here performing for us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually not performing for us. Sitting in our hands.
Sitting in our hand.
Distinctly not
Watching.
performing for us.
From the sideline. Just wanted them to know that it's in
He's
hand.
here. We've got him. He is here. He's a good boy.
Moral support dragon.
Support dragon.
He's a support animal. Can I bring him into the supermarket? Steelbound Dragon takes you to the airport while Funky Kong picks you up. Yeah, he's the Death mascot. He was the first pick. Like, he kind of determined the entire deck that we went down there, and frankly, I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, Dragon in the supermarket, reaching up real high to grab me the fucking Weetabix at the top shelf. You're up against Corey Mary. I'm keeping this. It's actually quite good. I really wish we were going first. And I'm also not sure which I'm playing first. Probably the Grunt. Ooh, Felm deck. Alright.
Next, Expire the Dragon.
I guess actually with this, I play it on I play the Artisan down. Hello, Unkindness.
Hi, we're
I think that
eventually
probably
gonna get...
doesn't matter too much though. By the time that they get that down, that we get like the Ravens played on us, we will likely have a decent board state. Perfect. Play another attack. Thank you.
Nice.
Because guess what I'm about to do?
Oh dear.
Your sword, Jito.
He's about to get exalted.
This motherfucking card.
God damn it! God damn it! That card keeps getting us.
It just keeps happening.
What a fine day.
What a rush. Alrighty. I assume they're gonna twist that and kill off my 3/1, which is why I'm, I guess, just gonna attack in with it. I could play the grunt. I could play the stalwart.
I feel we do that, or one of our units, yeah.
We have to play a unit here, yes. The question is really just, do I try to get the grunt out, or do I try to just play the stalwart? And it's probably the stalwart. This is dying next turn, kind of no matter what. Might as well get the 3 damage
See
in.
what you got.
Yep. If I were them,
Youth is
I would
wasted
do
on the
that.
young.
Ooh, well, when they twist that again, we've got a double murder.
that is true.
So do we play the grunt down and stand pat?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. It's sort of like, if I was to attack in here, I'd lose the 4/3, but clear their board out with the funeral pyre, and that might not be the worst thing.
They will get burnt, but yeah.
Yeah. This is a tough question.
Well, like I say, if she twists it,
Yeah, if they
twist
get
it
twisted
next
again,
Meet my ox.
which hey, maybe we can entice them to do that. I imagine they don't. They kind of just want that as a blocker.
yeah,
However, if they use it as a blocker, we also get to kill it.
yeah.
Like, I probably attack in with the grunt here.
Yeah, I think you go all in.
Youth is
Oh, beautiful.
wasted on the young.
I was also thinking the grunt might be able to get them to do that.
Yeah, and yeah, now we
And now I think the game just fucking ends, right?
God,
I might not decimate
Let's not
here.
decimate. No, we have 2 things on 4.
Yeah, exactly. And something to eat with the marsh top
And
dragon.
that 2/2 isn't very scary.
Exactly. That's the big
Evangel.
part, yeah.
Yeah, I think we just kill their deadly unit.
Yeah, if I was doing a bit better on power, it would be
Yes.
absolutely the move.
But no, we want the living mountain. We want the marsh dragon. We'll eat our grunt and the marsh dragon.
Yep.
That'd be nice.
Or put this guy on the on the grunt.
Yeah.
We got a few options basically.
Yeah, we can eat him and the marsh dragon and exalt him. Yeah. Yeah, they got some birds now, which is definitely scary, but
But he's got exalted. Nothing
Yeah.
could possibly go wrong.
we can now also put the warhorn on our 2/4.
That's true. The
Which
2/4
becomes a
or
4/6.
the 0/2.
Ooh, ballsy!
So you're about to malediction me? Is that what's
What are
about
you
to happen
do?
here?
What are you about to do? Get
A
6
lightning
power.
storm or something? Eviscerate.
That's right.
That's fine.
Oh, we have a dramatic exit in this.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, well, we have our power
Mm-hmm.
for next turn, so...
I might play the Warhorn on him
An attack in?
and attack in, yeah. And then the Warhorn gives something for the Marsh Dragon to eat as well, which is nice. On top of getting a War Cry. War Cries with a lot of health are just unfair cards,
Yeah.
frankly.
I'm bold to attack in with those birds.
All the birds seemed like a bit much. Ah.
Fair. Alright.
Many interesting questions here.
There are definitely questions, like Living Mountain on the cheap
I think I might do that. The other options would be like playing down
Marsh
the Oni
Dragon.
Grunt, the War Painter. Yeah, the Marsh Dragon to eat that. Although I'm not sure how much I would care for that one. This is an interesting one. Like, obviously Marsh Dragon blocking is nice, but it is like a 20 to 10 health. So I think playing a 4/4 down and getting another War Cry in is pretty sexy. That's fine.
Yeah, that's still a good
Only
amount
blocks 1
of,
damage.
yeah.
And I still get the grunt.
Yep.
I have so many things I can do here. It's kind of hilarious.
Next turn, I think it's the Marsh Dragon.
Yeah.
The cycle begins anew.
Yeah, the question is who I want to get to
Oh, I
health.
think it's the Marsh Dragon
And
himself.
well,
right?
he's gonna go up to 6.
Oh, he's gonna go to 6. Yeah, that's actually
which
pretty
basically means the only thing that beats him is hard removal.
good. And it's potentially making a 4/6 on the ground.
I'm kinda, yeah, that's probably a pretty good move. It's also like the 2/6 gives me even more war cries to work with.
I'm sure.
Um,
But I think they can block and kill your
yeah,
2/6.
that's the big thing.
It's probably... I don't think it matters terribly much, honestly.
That is also fair. And that Raven is still very much in the way. Oh my.
But we got like a billion units, so
Yes.
we're not that worried. Like we can even play that Mistrust and a unit.
Yeah. I think I do develop just to get going.
Okay, we attack in with our Marsh
Yeah.
because we have to.
What are you gonna do? Lightning strike me? I'd be fine with that.
I pledge my loyalty.
But yeah, we can slow drip all of these Oni grunts for no cost to ourselves, basically. Once I get that 1/4 out of the way, we're definitely in
Yeah,
business.
we definitely need to get that 1/4 out. It's definitely a slight problem. Oh shit.
Xulta will be cleansed.
Ooh, that's good because we can do that on our Marsh Dragon.
Yeah. Does seem reasonable. Sort of also debating the merits of an all attack. In the sense of what matters if it
There's only they can
dies.
kill something with a 3/5.
Yeah, like,
That's
and they
it.
could gang up on something else, like with the 2 ravens or something, if they really felt like it. I might play both the War Painter and the Ghostblade Outcast
Yeah.
in this turn. And I think I do, like, just go in. They're at 7 health. They can't really afford chip damage at this point. Their board is also pretty tenuous. There are so many dang birds.
Goddamn birds.
The mistrust is huge here. Like, the 2 units coming in suddenly threatens so much damage. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, if I block individually,
Yep.
so much things are dead.
Yep.
But like,
They
if
lo-
I
they-
don't,
they would have to lose
they
so much of their
have
board,
to
yeah.
block 1 for 1. Like, or
If
they're
they were at, like-
2, 3, or 4 damage.
Yeah, if they were at like 14 health there, it would have been a lot riskier to do that. Although I probably still do it because I think that would have been my path to victory.
Yep.
All right, 7-2.
Woo!
Never played the
2
dragon.
hours! That poor dragon!
Drew
Never
him,
made it.
drew Steelbound Dragon once. You know, it's not even like we had him in hand, but we couldn't play him.
No, that
we
was
actually
one- that was
got
one
up
game.
to 7 a decent number of times.
Yeah?
We just never pulled
Never
him.
pulled him.
And then the one game we stalled at 6, which is mwah, beautiful. Hello, Vargo's Pelt.
Aww. Aww.
Him
That's a
Hunty.
mean card.
Oh dear.
Mean.
Well, Vargo is a bad guy.
Don't blame me that bear died.
I don't think that's Bear.
It's a bear, though.
It's A Bear, yes. A Bear died.
It's a bear died. And Steelbound bless this run.
Steelbound absolutely blessed this run.
Bless this draft.
Hashtag blessed draft.
Alright, well, we're at 2 hours.
Yep, that'll be our draft for the day.
That was a long draft.
That was a pretty good one though. Like that was a deck where pretty much every card did pretty much exactly what I wanted it to.
We had a lot of different matches in there as well.
Yeah.
Like some, like, you know, if we were playing a more aggro deck, you could like fizzle out. But our deck had a lot of like stuff that could come down. That Living Mountain coming down, giving us that win with our March
The double Living Mountains were pretty huge, and they showed up quite a lot. If I was to just import from last draft real quick. Like, yeah, I can't actually think of a card that didn't come in handy in this deck. Other than, poor Steelbound Dragon.
I think it was the only one we didn't actually... No, Dramatic Exit. We never saw...
We played it once, I
think.
think.
Oh, you're right. I think we did, yes.
And
yes,
I think
on
it
the
did finish
8-4.
a game once.
On the 8-4,
Yeah.
we actually lost that one, but it made the 10-6 list.
Right,
It was the
yeah.
very first match we saw it. And
It was
then
so close, yeah.
And then never again.
Yep.
So yeah, we played like everything else. That Ghostblade Outcast was real good.
Yeah, and like it's also like every card where I was like, I kind of want this, but I don't know for sure. I think every single one of those actually came in handy. Like the Ghostblade Outcast was really good. The Oni Samurai was really good.
2 Living Mountains, the Marsh
The
Dragon,
double living, yeah, the second
Dragon,
Living Mountain for sure. The Cinder Dragon was fantastic
and
as a
the
finisher.
Toride test pilots were great.
Both test pilots
War
that we picked up
Painter,
early.
Was good.
Yep.
We had her go off with the
Yes.
Warhorn, which was a
Yes,
good
we
plan.
got 2 3/2s from that.
The Warhorn with the Acclaimed Artisan as
The
well.
Blood of
was
Makar
also
won us a
solid.
game. The Mistrust, I think, might have won us 2 games.
There's definitely a factor in a couple of games. The Combust were great. The Edict pinged that Grenadin.
The Inflict Conscious beat that Tremor Shocker in that one game. Wow,
Yep.
like usually in decks, like even a 9-game draft deck, like things will underperform. I think everything in this deck was good.
Funeral Pyre was amazing.
Funeral Pyre was actually fantastic, and I mean, I should have known. It's Alchemical Blast. You know how much I love Alchemical Blast. Let this be a lesson to everyone. Alchemical Blast is a great card. Funeral Pyre. Honestly, also a great card.
And it's a good card.
Like, it's Alchemical Blast and Fire, which is the worst faction for Alchemical Blast. But the Decimate, in draft in particular,
Like, it's
mwah.
actually way better than the other card that has the does damage and then can do damage to additional enemy. Because that is, you actually need like 6 power or something?
7 even, I think, for Conflict.
Yeah,
I think it's
Conflict.
2 Amplify 5.
Yeah, she's like Amplify 5, yeah, it's something. Like, this is actually like, 3
Yeah.
and then deal 3.
So you
this
need
is actually
7.
much better, because you need 7 for that. This is like, you sacrifice a power, and you can pay
And
2.
it costs 3
And it
to
costs
kill
3.
2 units. Like, that's... Decimate is such a good mechanic for exactly reasons like that. Anywho, I think we're done here.
Alright, we're back on Sunday. Are we gonna go with that game? Might not manage to do the bullshit we wanted to do. We can try.
We can give it a shot.
If it doesn't work out.
Yeah. Okay, should we tell them?
Yeah, let's
get a
go
little
for it.
get a little going.
Yeah.
We are going to attempt to. So do you remember our Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga 2-player or multiplayer run?
2-player, did we? No, we did it separate. Did we not pass the file back and forth?
Oh yeah, I think we did because
It
we
was
weren't
GBA,
together back
we
then.
weren't together back then, yeah. That was right at the start. So Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, if you played it on the GBA player, you could make it a pseudo 2-player game.
We're going to hack that
We're
into
gonna-
Partners in Time.
We're gonna attempt to do that with Partners in Time. It may not work. DS emulators aren't really made to do that. Mm-hmm. We're gonna try, and it might be incredibly fucking awkward.
Can you press B? Get ready for us to yell at each other about pressing B.
Neither of us
A
have
lot.
actually finished Partners in Time.
Yes. I have played, I have not finished.
I played like a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it's gonna be new for both of us.
And it's going to be dumb.
We're gonna attempt to make it 2-player. We will see if it works.
So like basically you can have 2 controllers and you can assign different buttons to different controllers. So that part of it's fine. It's actually going to be when we're going around the map, you can only assign 1 button per DS button, which means that we won't have 1 controller that actually has
Does
full
all the
control.
buttons.
So we're gonna see how that works out.
It's gonna be great because we finished Symphonia on Tuesday, so
Yes.
yes, we finished the journal. Everyone go watch the VODs on YouTube because Symphonia 2.
Because I killed my voice for them.
But Symphonia 2 is a fucking trip.
Oh, boy.
But yes, new main game. A shorter one because we have one planned for the end of January.
Yep.
So we'll see you on Sunday for Mario and Luigi Partners in Time.
Partners in time, maybe partners in crime.
Attempted 2-player.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.